Good morning, I'm Jim Wolfston, president of CollegeNet. Now you might be wondering, what does a CEO in a high-tech office tower have to say about the Newtown massacre? How can I possibly empathize with the families of the victims of this terrible slaughter? 25 years ago, I had to look at the riddled body of my 12-year-old sister Pamela. And I can tell you that knives can't do the handiwork that those guns did to my sister.
Rather than recount the grisly details, let me say that over 2 decades, I've been able to reflect on the ineptitude and indifference of our so-called leaders with respect to their responsibility under the Second Amendment to establish a well-regulated militia necessary to the security of this free country. The NRA doesn't want you to pay attention to the first clause, the foundation of the Second Amendment, which is to protect the security of this nation. They want you to instead forget about that and pay attention only to the right of the people to keep and bear arms. Well, that's great for the gun manufacturers, but it subverts the intention for security provided by the Second Amendment. What exactly is this well-regulated militia that's referred to under the Second Amendment? Well, it's been pretty much adjudicated to this point that militia is not the military. That militia then must be everybody else in the country outside of the military who owns guns. And that militia includes Adam Lanza, his mother, Jared Loughner, the killer at Virginia Tech, the 2 killers at Columbine, and the killer who just shot up the mall in our home state here in Oregon. The understanding from the first clause, however, is that those arms shall be kept in a manner that reflects a well-regulated militia. We don't have a well-regulated militia when jokers are sitting in trees shooting bushmasters at firefighters trying to put out a conflagration in a Brooklyn neighborhood.
But let's back up to the basic purposes of our own Constitution, the purposes of which are stated very clearly in the preamble. They include to promote the general welfare and to ensure domestic tranquility. In a nation that genuinely empathizes with the victims of the Newtown massacre, there is no way that we can say that we have domestic tranquility.